Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's update. This week has been a very good week. So the last week, as we are entering to a new week, and we must know the direction of the trade and what we are going to have. For some of us that plugged in to our trade on gold that I gave those levels to execute the trade on Telegram, and by now I believe that we've had very close to 800 pips ascent on the gold. We bought very close to 800 pips, and it was a good ride. But at the same time, it's the trade is just going to be going up like that. No. I did give an instruction on Friday that we should close some position, at this level of 2075, which is the top high so far, and price gave us a little reaction there. So we still have just a little trade, far below that we are still running, to the upside. We are expecting a big sell also from gold, but when? We are going to see all of that when we get to gold. And then again, what exactly we are expecting from euro dollar, we are going to get to that. And like I've told us the past two weekly updates on Euro USD, that we should be expecting a correction now, and that is what we are getting. So is the correction deep enough? Is it has it gotten to where we expect to get to? What are we going to do next? We're going to see all of that. Well, let's start the usual way. I've told us this is like a morning star. I'm not going to take too much of our time. I'll try that. This is the monthly support. We don't expect price to come here, otherwise we are not bullish again. We don't even expect price to break this level here. So the level where we should be expecting price to even get to, it's about 1.0700. So that's the level we should be expecting price to get to at this level here, which will be at the tip of this doji. That's about 1.0700 or thereabout. So let's quickly go to the weekly time frame. Then we said that price should not break the weekly support, which is at this level of 0.6850 or 840. And if we are saying that what we saw on doji is at 0.700, that should be around this area, very close to it. Yeah, around this area, very close to the weekly support. That is between that fringe, we should be seeing reaction. So what are we getting now? We are seeing these, of course, to have probably pushed below with 4 here. Let me try to enlarge that. I don't know if you like if I change. Okay, let me just go on. Now, like we have said that we've done from here 1, 2, then inside of 2, the third wave, 3, 4, and we finish 5. So price had broken with 4. That means the third wave of the fourth wave of the third wave now. So, and this is the 5th wave. So price had broken this to the downside, and now we are seeing a reaction after the break of this structure now. So are we deep enough for what for the ABC of the old structure? I don't think so. Now, if we go to the daily, looking at the daily now, Like this is the fourth wave here that we just broke by this, and we're seeing some reaction. So we see this as a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. So this is a major 4 here. But this is the fourth wave of the third wave itself, the third wave, and this is the fifth wave of the third wave, then the fourth wave proper, and the last wave. So we're breaking this, and we're yet to break the fourth of the third wave. Now, price is giving us a reaction, and with this reaction that we are seeing here now, on the daily, you can see it's a bearish move. Is a bearish move. So the answer you probably want to, the question you want to ask is that how far is this going to go down? And we are going to get the answer, or to look at it together, how far it can go down. Like we have said, that even if it's going down, to correct an ABC of the entire structure, we don't expect it to break this level here. And ultimately, that's about this level, then this level of 840. So between here and here, we expect the price to go back to the upside, okay? Now, if you look at the 4-hour structure, now looking at the 4-hour structure, we're already seeing the reaction here that these are closed up, and what we can see from here is that these probably is going to be a zigzag, most likely. These are run a 5 structure. Sorry for that, some level of disconnection. Yeah. So we have 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. So we believe that this push up is now going up to correct the entire run from here to here as an ABC correction without breaking the top. Well, two things are very possible here. If I just zoom, by zooming, now this is the height that we've gotten so far, but two things are possible with this move to the upside. Now, it's either we correct this entire run without breaking the top. So, but what we're still looking for, we're looking for a sell, really. With this is not enough. Breaking this structure tells you we're going to have a bigger correction, okay, to the downside. Now, two things. If we have a 3-wave and a signal of another sell setup, we are going to join it to the downside. And if you are joining that to the downside, then we can probably, estimate where we are going to have an 100 extension to the downside. If we get any reaction from here, a 100 extension to the downside is what we should be looking for. And this is a 5-wave structure, and this could go up as a 3-wave structure, and we're going to have, on this time frame, we're going to have another 5-wave structure to the downside, and from there we can now begin to look for our buy. Now, if this goes up, because it can go all the way up and break the top one more time. So if they break the top one more, if it breaks the top one more time, we're still going to be looking for a sell. It's just going to make the correction to the downside much more bigger. That's what it's going to do. It's going to make it be much more bigger because it might just go up, then come down again, in a bigger fashion. And so for now, we are still looking for a sell. If we have a buy now, we should be looking for an exit of that buy, because this will be seen as a wave B going to the upside. So you must have that at the back of your mind, that this wave could go up, break the top one more time. But what is popular to me, or what is probably expected from the way we had moved 5 waves to the downside, is to actually correct this run at some 61.50 or 61.8 to come to the down, to come down again. Okay, let's look at Let's bring out our drawing. I'm going to bring out the drawing for us to see. There are things that we must also look at. Okay. In an attempt to understand, I'd given us the levels of the weekly support and the monthly support. In price going up, we must look at what are the likely resistance that the price is going to, that's going to reject the price and send it down again. So we need to look at that. In this case of the price, let's go to the daily. Looking at the daily, now we are going to look at some levels of resistance here. This is the first level of daily resistance that we expect that price is going to be rejected around this area. So this might likely push the price and send it down. So that's the level we are looking at. This is the daily resistance here. So at about 1.09700. So we don't expect price to break that if we are still going to do a leg to the downside, considering that we are correcting this alone and not that we are going to break up. Okay. So, and on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that on the 4-hour time frame, has the price broken any structure yet? Price is yet to break the 4-hour. And this is the 4-hour resistance. So if I bring both out now for us to see, so this is the daily at okay, this is the first daily, yeah, 967. I think I brought also the weekly resistance. Let me see. Okay, not yet. So I think it's the daily and the 4-hour that we have here. So these are the level of the resistance, and in this area, we expect price to bounce back to the downside. We don't expect price to break this area at all. Now, in our attempt to understand this wave, look at the count again: 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. Now, for us that we are trying to understand what Elliott is all about, initially we're thinking that it's going to run like an ABC. If it has been an ABC to the downside, it will not break, the C will not break 161.8. So because we must understand all of that and how things can change from the top here down to where we have this 1, then back to 2. The 161.8 is actually here. So you can see that price broke 161.8, broke 2, and also broke 2.6, 1.8. It never got to 3.2. So that is what we see. And when we see things like that, we don't understand it and we get confused that what exactly is running how. So if it has been a simple A, B, C, the C leg will not go beyond 161.8. Okay. But because it's not an ABC, it ran a motive wave. And that's why we are seeing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And with that, it is only when it finishes that we'll know. So in our coming down again, if this one gives us a B to the upside, then we can now begin to see that the C that is going to come down with this, in terms of extension of this A to the downside and B, will now begin to probably we'll be looking at again possibility of be it 100 extension, 123, but no more than 161.8 extension. We will see all of that. We need to finish this wave first. We need to finish this wave first. Now, looking at the internal structure of the entire wave, here. So I want us to understand something because I'm teaching you as well. So let's look at the entire run to the downside on the 5 minutes time frame. On the 5 minutes time frame, we have said this is 1 and this is 2 here, and this is 3 here, and this is 4 here. So we need to break the structure of this fourth wave to really confirm that now we are in correction of a wave B. And again, we need to break this trend resistance. So if we break this trend resistance, just know that we are correcting. Don't take it as if, oh, we are going all the way up. And these are things that can confuse people when you don't understand structure. And that was why, that is why I have to start with structure first, to look at the structure on the larger time frame and what we are doing so that we understand that those levels where price is going to tick and take reaction also depends on what kind of structure are we seeing and what do we expect, what in terms of correction and fib relationship or ratio for us to probably change our direction of trade. So now we are seeing on the bigger time frame here, or sorry, looking at the old spans of this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we need to break structure of 4. Now, within this 4 to 5, which is the fifth wave of this move itself, of course, it's going to give us also a fourth wave. And the break of his own fourth wave is the first signal that tells us that, yes, I think we are making a move to the upside. And that is one thing we must understand in the broccoli, business. So let's look at this internal structure of this. I'm just going extra mile to do that for us. So immediately we had a fourth wave here. So we can see a 1 and a 2 structure here, 1 and a 2 structure here, and a 3, a 4, and a 5 here of this fifth wave itself. That's the way broccoli forms. So now the third wave, the fourth wave, A, B, C, then this also ran in 5 waves. So the fifth wave here is the first to think of. If you go to the 1 minute time frame, 1 minute time frame will give his own fifth wave because this is the third of his wave. Okay, let me try to enlarge. I can't go to the 1 minute time frame, but you can do that exercise on your own. Immediately it finished the third wave and gave the fourth wave here. He did 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 again of the last, and before this move. So, and that's how to understand how it works. So the first break is break out of this 4, which has happened, which is telling us, oh, this thing is moving higher. Then the next is the breakout of this 4, which is the second 4, to the upside, which we are seeing that is going up. Now, what we need to see is the third of the proper structure, which is the fourth wave here. So I believe we understand what I'm trying to say. In the inside of the last 5 wave, which is the 3, 4, and the 5 here, so we can see that it gave us 1, 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So the fifth wave to the downside of this fifth wave itself, because divided into another 5 waves. So we're going to see the last one also being divided into 5 waves, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the first 4 broken, and of this entire run itself, which is the last 4 waves, the fourth also is broken. Now we need to break this. So we are going to break this one. It's obvious that we're going to break it, and we're going up now. So I don't see the price coming down to break the bottom for now. All the price can do is to probably come down again, retest this structure, break this structure to the downside to pick order before going up, or it might just be going up. So let's see how, if it breaks the structure to the downside again, you should be looking for opportunity to buy, and go up with the price. But the buy here should be seen as something that is going to be short-lived. It's going to be short-lived. The buy that you're going to pick is to probably, this is your bus stop here. Your most preferred bus stop will be around this area. which is around between 50 and 61.80 will be your most preferred bus stop. And if price does more than that, if you don't get any reaction here, a sell setup here, then you look for sell setup around this area. Price will not break between here and here. I don't see price breaking between here and here. Or otherwise, if that happens, if it breaks here, it's going to break the top again and change the structure and make it more complex and make the correction to the downside much more bigger. That is what we might be getting. But what is popular for now is for us to do a B, which may turn down around here. And if they break here, we should be looking for reaction next around this area. And so we can sell again. So if you have an alert that you can set the alert for the sell. I think for anybody, you know, it would be nice for you to set your alert also at 50. I think the way and manner this structure is going to grow is going to be, I think he has completed the A, is completed the A. We might be seeing the B, you know, forming now. So he has completed the first wave of this structure in itself. We might be seeing this as an A, so which is completed. This might just be an A of B. This going up might just be a B of B. And when we have another one, which is a C of B, then with that A and B, probably we may project where the C leg also is going to get to, and that will be going up in 5 waves to make it a 3-wave, 1, 2, and a 3. And from there, we can bounce to the downside. So you must be looking closely at that. And after we do that, we can now project where we are coming down again to pick up another buy. Now, let's go to gold. Going to gold. Now, we've talked about gold in details, that this is the monthly initially our monthly support was around this area, 1984. Yeah, 1984. So price is pushing up. This is a new month. You can't pick your support. You can't pick this support. The one that is done is what you can pick. So you must understand that, because this is still growing, and it's about breaking the top of the top of the top. That's where we are. So this is the tip of the top here, at this red area, which is at 2077. We got down at 2075, so which is good for us. So we are going to get some reactions and see, but it is dangerous to buy from this level. You don't want to buy a long haul from this level. It's going to burn you off. But how do we progress? We're going to talk about that. So this is this monthly support for now. So looking at the weekly support, so the last week support, where do we have it? And the last week support is, this one is still growing, it does not finish this week. The last week support is really this, okay, we can pick this level, which is around 2022. So we can still pick that 84, which is this one, is the monthly support. And this is the weekly support for now. So this one is growing. So where is it going to get to? So we see this as a format of a 1 and a 2 and going to the third wave. So the third wave has not finished. The third wave at least should mark up at least 100% extension first before we say we're going to have the fourth major wave, okay? So, but now, what we are seeing growing is the inside of this third wave of the, of the third wave. So we need to finish the third wave properly before we say we are going to have the fourth wave, because this is 1, 2, 3 has not finished. It will give us like at least 3 before we have something that looks like this again as a fourth wave, and the last 5 wave before we think of a bigger ABC correction to the downside again. But within this wave itself, we need to understand what is playing out. If you don't understand that, you're going to waste your money and you're going to lose big. So we need to understand that. So on the daily again, so we are looking at this wave. So this is where we started on the daily, okay? So on the daily, we did this as a 5-wave structure to the upside, maybe a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. Then we have A, B, C of a 2. So we are going to have the third wave. Now, we must understand how our trend line also is going to guide us, to know once we get to the end of this third wave. A trend line here, this broke, it tells you this wave is gone. The trend line here, another to downside, this one broke it to tell you that this correction is gone. So we need to draw a trend line from here to the upside to know where this is going to get stalled and that we are done. Now, so having this now, let's go inside there. Now we have some levels marked. This is the fourth support, 4-hour time frame support, and this is the daily support. So we don't expect that while we are still trying to make this to go up, we are going to break here for now. No. So for a trade that we still have on, and we are hanging on to, and we said we entered at 2033, and so we said we should put our stop loss at 2034. We don't expect price to test this daily support for now. So which means that from the level, from about this level that we probably taking a buy, from that level, we have done about 450 pips. But the initial level that we had, I'm still holding to, is from this area here. So that's about 900 pips that I'm still holding on to. The one that I picked here, I've relinquished it. So if I'm going to look for any buy again, it's going to be a short buy, or I should be looking for my sell setup. So the mainly should be looking for your sell setup. So, but let's understand what is here, okay, and how we should deploy. The ideal thing is to look for at least an 100 extension, from 1 to 2. An 100 extension will be here, at least, which is around 2130. I'm not saying that price would get to 2130. Would I should expect the price to make a reaction to the downside between 2130 and here, which is 2092. And that's what I'm hoping price will do. Breaking the top, then it's going to give us probably a correction that is big enough probably to get here before that wave continues. That's what I'm thinking. So we are still not going to do a two major, I think so, for now, but we should be expecting reaction any moment from now to the downside. Now, in trying to understand, that I've given us what I expect in terms of 1 and 2 to 3 to the upside, but that is a long time call. But immediate call, we need to understand the inside of this wave itself. Now, we are growing with 3, okay? So if we are going to grow with 3, we must know that at least the minimum reaction for it to be a wave 3 of 3 is at least to get a 161.8 extension. So, and that 161.8 extension is from this reaction, from this level of reaction, it will be 1 and a 2 to this point. So within 3 itself. So 3-1, 3-2, and we are seeing a 3-3. Okay. So we finished 3-1, we finished 3-2. for us to say we have finished 3-3, we should get a at least 161.8. And if you do that from where 2 ended, so 3-1 started from there to this blue here and back to 3-2. So that way, we are saying that 61.8 should be here. Okay, we have done 61.8 rather. So we have done 61.8 of this run. So which means that technically with 3-3, we have ticked it. We have ticked with 3-3. We have ticked with 3-3. If I'm correct, we have ticked with 3-3. We have ticked with 3-3. Yes. This was 61.8 is here. We have ticked with 3-3. But in terms of seeing this move, seeing the entire run from here as 1 and a 2, like I said, 100 is here. So any moment from now, we should be correcting the 4th wave because of this 3-3. We should be correcting the 4th wave of 3-3. So which may say that, oh, we have finished a wave 3-3 and we want to do a make wave 3-4. So this is 3-1, this is 3-2. And wave 3-3 should be seen as being ended, and anytime soon, getting a reaction to going to do a wave 3-4. Now, in our attempt to do that, how do we progress? This trend line will still be a tough call to break until we have done 3-3, and we need to see the reaction to finish 3-3, to do a 3-4, then go up to do a 3-5 of this 3-3. So once we do that, then we can finish up that 3-5, then probably have a bounce to the downside. Once we break here, we are doing a major 4, just like we did a major 2 here. Once we break here, we are doing a major 4. It's complex. It's complex. So let's go inside of 15 minutes time frame. Inside of a 15 minutes time frame, now we have done a 3-1, a 3-2. So this is seen as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the first wave, because this is going to grow into 5 or to finish 3-3. So this is the first of it, which is 1, and this is 2 of it. And this is seen as the 3rd wave of it, and this is seen as the 4th wave of it, and that this is going to the 5th wave of it. So from the 3-2 to a 1 and to a 2. So this is 1.8, which is correct for what we are saying is correct. So this is sane, except they want to go into a nest. And that is when this thing is just going to continue to go up, correction, up. So we see this as a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. And we are seeing this as possible, the 5th wave to finish this 3-3. So, but we're going to get into the internal, architecture of this and count this one in itself. So let's go inside the 5 minutes time frame. Now, if we're able to break this, we'll say that probably we are ended the third wave of this last wave. Okay, so this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3. All we first need to do is to break the 4th wave, because this might be going as a 3, 4 of the last 3 here, go up again, or have some correction here. So we need to see the format. If it takes the top again, then price will be correcting down. But if it tips around this area, go down the more, and this will be the limit between 2 here. And if it is the 3, 5. But I'm not saying an ending diagonal of the third wave itself, of this particular move. This move is seen as the 5th wave of 3-3. So that's what we are saying. It's seen as the 5th wave of 3-3. But the way it has gone up is 1 and 2. These may be the 4th wave of this move to the downside. So I believe we're going to have a proper 4 to break. So, and if we are going to have a proper 4 to break, is this one going up? I think this one is rather going up as a correction of A, B, C. And if you have that, then we should be looking for the 5th wave of this. Would have given us a 3-4 in the green here, then finish up as a 3-5. So I still believe that we are yet to do a 5 of these. So we might be looking at this place as a possible destination to finish. So anytime we get a correction, so we're going to probably have a 3-4 green. So we've not had anything like 3-4 green. So we're still seeing this as a 3-4 of the purple, maybe ABC of the purple, to go up and finish a 5 of the purple to the upside. The 5 of the purple to the upside. So we need to see a 5 of the purple to the upside. And once we have a 5 of the purple to the upside, we can now say that, okay, maybe 3-3 probably has finished. I'm not saying here we need to see the structure. So once we now break properly, we'll be seeing a 3-4 of this, and the last 5 will go up, probably touching this area, at least, before we say we want to do a bigger correction of 4. Having said that, I think we should just be looking for any sell setup. Anything you pick here must be a short buy for now. So I think with that, I've come to the end of today's training and update. See you during the week. Bye.